Hello, welcome to this podcast about the use of pre-plant liner soaks for pretty much Picasso petunias. Hi, I'm Brian Whipker, a professor of floriculture at North Carolina State University. Today I'm going to share with you the results of an experiment we conducted at NC State University with Concise and Piccolo as pre-plant liner soaks. We would like to thank Fine Americas and Proven Winners for supporting this research project. In this experiment, our goal was to evaluate the effects of Concise and Piccolo pre-plant liner soaks on plant growth. In order to do this, we grew the plants in the following manner. 84 cell plugs were transplanted into 5-inch pots containing Berger BM6 on April 22nd. The plants were continually fertilized with 200 parts per million N from Proven Winners Professional 14-3-14 with minors, which is a formula for low alkalinity water. We evaluated the plants on the 25th of May for plant diameter and took photographs. Before the plugs were transplanted, they were given a pre-plant treatment of either Piccolo at 0, 4, 8, or 16 parts per million, or of Concise at 0, 0.5, 1, or 2 parts per million. To do this, the plugs were on the slightly dry side. This would be the stage of when you would normally irrigate the plugs. The root balls of the plugs were then soaked in the PGR solution for 2 minutes to allow for uptake. We then waited 2 hours before we transplanted the plugs into the pot. In this experiment, we used 4 replications for each treatment. For reference, Piccolo's active ingredient is paclobutrazol and uniconazole is the active ingredient in Concise. This is what we found. Here is a photograph of the Pretty Much Picasso plants 37 days after the Piccolo liner soak treatment. Piccolo at the rates of 4 parts per million or greater controlled plant growth. Here is the data from the Piccolo treatments. As you can see, plant diameters were smaller than the untreated controls for all Piccolo rates. With Concise pre-plant liner soaks, all rates of 0.5 parts per million or greater controlled plant growth. Here is the plant diameter data for the Concise treatments. Plant diameters were smaller for all Concise rates of 0.5 to 2 parts per million. So what did we learn from this experiment? We found that under North Carolina growing conditions, the optimal plant growth control was achieved with pre-plant liner soaks of 4 to 8 parts per million Piccolo or 0.5 to 1 parts per million of Concise. Both Piccolo and Concise provided a moderate degree of control for Pretty Much Picasso plants. Keep in mind these are recommended rates for the Mid-Atlantic region. Growers will need to adjust rates for other locations. For example, northern growers may want to start their trials with a 50% lower rate. Thanks for watching this research update from the NC State Floriculture Program. Hope these results will help you enhance your greenhouse's profitability. Until next time, keep growing your bottom line.